Welcome back to Global Pulse with Monica.
I'm probably about to get cancelled for talking about this. The last time I did talk about this, my channel was reported. I got banned for some time. Then I had to, go back and forth with YouTube telling them like, hey, you can watch my video. It had no problem. Just that some people who were affected by the information that I was talking about, it was a whole back and forth before they could return my channel. The other thing is, I know for a fact this video won't be monetized. I know for a fact because I made videos like this, very controversial, and I know YouTube will automatically demonetize this video. So I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this for the information and to create awareness, because I spent the last weekend in Dubai and yet again had to see the horror in my face of the ladies who are on the streets. And this time, because obviously I am way too invested in this thing at this point, this time I try to talk to girls again, and I really can't keep quiet. I just can't. It's the only thing I think about. So if you really want to support me after watching this video, kindly leave a like. If you can donate, there is a thanks button somewhere down there. You can also donate to my and support my movement. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to talk about the trafficking of girls from Africa and into prostitution in the United Arab Emirates, prostitution in Dubai. Basically, how it happens, and I'm going to talk about the extreme part of it. How it happens is that because there are so many ladies in Africa who are looking for jobs to work as maids, any types of jobs abroad, especially in the Middle East. And there are some people or some Africans, actually most of the people who are doing this are Africans, which is the saddest bit of it. There are some people who are in the United Arab Emirates who have failed to get jobs, but they have decided to exploit these ladies from Africa. They have small money, they will invest in the ladies, and they will offer them visas to come to the United Arab Emirates under false pretense that they are going to get them actual jobs. So they'll tell you like, hey, there is a job to work in the United Arab Emirates. You're not going to put in anything. You're not going to put in any of your money. We are going to pay for your visa. We're going to pay for your tickets. Some of these ladies don't actually have passports. That goes to show you that these people are literally recruiting girls who are not even thinking about traveling. Because if someone was initially thinking about traveling, they might have got a passport. They have a passport. They're thinking, okay, where can I travel to? Where can I find opportunities? So they are literally recruiting girls who are not even considering to travel, and they are feeding them all this false information. They're not telling them the whole truth. And they will tell them like, hey, you can pay me back after you get paid. So these girls, obviously, they are desperate. What you people need to understand, and what I've talked about so many times here on this channel, is that the job opportunities in Africa are very limited. So many youth grow up, graduate, or even if they don't graduate, even if they don't go through school, they lack opportunities to earn money. And we all know after you grow up, you need to go work, you need to go make money. Otherwise, how are you going to survive? So there is a surge of people, of youth in Africa who are lacking jobs. So obviously, there is a surge of people to be recruited by these predators. And I call them predators because if they would at least be upfront with their intentions with these girls, I believe it wouldn't be as bad as it is. So they'll recruit them under false pretense that they're going to offer them jobs abroad and they're going to invest literally everything. And they do. They pay for their visas, they pay for their tickets, and like I said, some they also process their passports. So this is a chain of people. It's not like one man kind of doing this. There are so many people who are doing this, and I'm speaking facts because some people have been convicted in Uganda. So this information is not like hearsay. Some people have been convicted for these types of crimes in Uganda. By the time a court convicts you, it means they have found you guilty. They have people who are situated in Africa who are going to help with some of these processes like passports, and they'll do it very quick because we all know the African government, you can get a passport really fast if you have money. Just need to have the connections in the internal affairs or wherever you get your passports from. So they get their passports really quick, get them on the plane, and get them to the United Arab Emirates. And I'm going to talk about specifically in Dubai. When they reach in Dubai, they have accommodations, they have rented apartments, and they have beds in Dubai where they're going to put these ladies. And real soon, when they land, that's when they realize how bad their situation is. They will take away their passports. They will start threatening them that they must pay them back because they have invested a lot of money in them, which is not quite a lot. Because a visa for like Ugandans is around 1,000 dirhams, 1,500, or even less, because sometimes they get them visas for just a month, which is really cheap, around 500 dirhams. And after they reach in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai, they have put them in these accommodation places that they have set up. You know, they have rented an apartment, put in bunk beds, and they come and put these girls in it, and they will scare them. And obviously, they're going to find other girls who have been there before. These girls who have been taken before, they are already in the system. And they're going to encourage them, you know, like you can pay them off, you can get money like this. And you know, if you are desperate by default, you have so many problems back home, financial problems, and then here you are, you're thinking, should I do this? You know, morally, can I actually do this? Was I built to actually do this? So obviously they spend like a week in those accommodations and they're being trained, threatened, all sorts of things. And that's how the girls end up being forced to do the unthinkable. That's how these girls end up on the streets. So the amount of money that the person has invested them, the predators have invested in these ladies is not more than like 4,000 dirhams in total, because obviously I'm calculating the visas, the ticket, the accommodation, and the feeding, the initial feeding. But remember, they have to immediately start paying back. So the moment the girl goes on the street, does the thing, gets some money, every little coin that she makes, she is paying back, but she has to feed herself. And the amount of money in total that these girls are supposed to pay is ranging from 20,000 dirhams to 30,000 dirhams. That is a lot of money. Imagine someone has just invested 4,000 dirhams in any business, not in the ladies, in any business, and they are expecting 20,000 without any more investment. They're just seated there and doing absolutely nothing and getting back 20,000, 30,000. These predators, they need to be exposed. I don't know by who. I see so many big corporations like BBC doing documentaries. These predators need to be exposed. I mean, I'll do what I can, like sit here and talk about this, create awareness. At least maybe this video is going to reach an African lady who is being promised heaven and earth if they accept to travel abroad, for example. If this video reaches her, at least she'll think twice. At least she'll remember not to hand over her passport when she arrives, because if someone takes away your passport, especially if this is your very first time to travel, you'll be literally super scared to even step out and go into the grocery shop around the corner, because you're like, oh my God, I don't have a passport. What if the police comes? And you know, when you have traveled abroad, you have left Africa, yeah? When you have traveled, everyone in your family is kind of aware that you have traveled abroad, and they have all these expectations. So all these expectations are also crowding your brain. Like, you know, I can't fail, you know, I gotta do something, maybe, you know, I can get through this. It's a whole sad situation. If you ask me, I believe this is the worst thing that is happening to ladies who are looking for opportunities coming from Africa. The other thing is that this is not only happening in the United Arab Emirates. It's happening in Turkey. I know so many girls who have left Uganda and right now in Turkey. And of course, I don't know the full story, obviously, but I know that they are doing prostitution. So I don't know their full story and their journey and how they ended up in Turkey. Had they agreed to do the prostitution? Was it also under another disguise of like, you know, I'm going to get you a job? And they ended up in the situation that they are in. So kindly support this information by sharing it, liking it. You never know, that goes a very long way. And if you can donate to my cause, there is a thanks button. You can click on the thanks, and I believe it should be a seamless process to, support. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.